Rock. Bender, look out, cycles it in front, and Ian Dvorak makes the glove save. Ian Dvorak robbing Grossman with 7:31 to go.
Ian Dvorak really bailed out the Golden Grizzlies that time. What happened, I had noticed at the very beginning of the...
Here is Pizzameni trying to get it. Chance in front. Serino
Yes!
scores! Chase Serino pops the rebound home, and it's 1-0 Oakland.
And that's exactly why I said you got to crash the net if you want to beat this goalie. He's really great at making the first stop, but if he gives up a rebound, that's your best opportunity. And Chase Serino capitalized there, and like I said, when he gets that speed going, he becomes a tank. He was third man in, got the rebound, and buried it. And they got to Bellinger early in this game in the first period here, and they have a 1-0 lead with just a couple minutes left until the intermission.
And now the Pride will bring it in the Oakland zone. Bender gets it. Oh, I know the fans there wanted that offsides. As soon as it happened, you heard it. Here's Muser getting it. Muser trying to get it through to Helgamo. In front. Scores! Helgamo makes it 2-0 Oakland.
And that non-offsides call ended up being a blessing in disguise. They're able to get possession, go back the other way, and now Helgamo will put them up 2-0. And like I said, they're thirsty, and they're thirsty for more. It's 2 goals in under a minute here, and the Golden Grizzlies are rolling now. Momentum's going on their side, and I wouldn't be surprised if they surprise you with another one here before the intermission comes along, as they still have another minute and a half until then.
Here's Stark getting it. Stark pushing up ahead. Stark shakes his man. Right side now to Keegan Nolan. Nolan has it along the right side. Nolan looking to go back behind the net. Nolan back through now Pizzameni. Pizzameni left side Richards. 10 seconds left in the period. Over through to Pizzameni. Pizzameni with a shot. Hit the post and goes in. And Oakland scores! It's a power play goal by Joe Pizzameni. And it's 3-0 Oakland.
The captain, Joe Pizzameni, seals the deal there with just 10 seconds left in the first period to put them up 3-0. And like I said, don't be surprised if they are able to put one in, because after those first 2 goals, they really started rolling, and they're so deadly on the power play, and it's really coming through. And the Golden Grizzlies are firing all cylinders here. They have a very potent offense this season, and it is showing here. And they're up to a 3-0 lead with just 6 seconds, well, about 7 seconds left before the first intermission.
And now Bender onto the right side. Shot in front. Oh, what a stop by Dvorak! And he hangs on.
And Ian Dvorak absolutely robs number 16 on slippery rock, Thomas Kimmich.
Getting it. Helgamo, right side through to Novak. Novak with shot, scores! Sniped by Novak! And it's 4-2 Oakland.
It's really feeling reminiscent of last week against RIT. They had a 1-goal game going into the third period, and Oakland University came back in the third period coming strong and broke away, and it's looking to do the same thing here. It's 2-goal lead, worst lead in hockey, but the Golden Grizzlies now have the momentum going on their side, and that's another power play goal. And the Golden Grizzlies power play has been nothing but phenomenal since the season started, coming into the day 30%, only getting better with 2 power play goals tonight.
Fourth gets it up ahead. Serino has it. Here's Serino, right side. Going back behind the net. Serino onto the left, trying to center it through, and Oakland scores! Chase Serino! And it's 5-3.
Sometimes all you got to do is send it at the net, and Chase Serino capitalized there. From behind the net, he sent it in front. Went off 2 defenders. It went off 1 defender, 2 defenders, ended up on the other side of the net. And luck is just as big of a factor in sports as is skill, and there it came in big, and the Golden Grizzlies have a 2-goal lead yet again, up 5-3. Let's hope this time they can keep the momentum rolling on their side and finally pull away in this game for good.
Back to Stark. Stark up ahead, Pizzameni. Pizzameni with the shot, scores! Captain Pizzameni makes it 6-3.
What a great tic-tac-toe passing play there by the Golden Grizzlies. They kept playing the late guy in. Joe Pizzameni ended up being the third man in, got the puck, and made a nice move, and ended up scoring the goal, making it a 3-goal game. And just like RIT last week, I apologize, the Golden Grizzlies begin to pull away here in the third period as they continue to build on the momentum.
Coach, can you give us your overall thoughts on your team's performance here tonight?
Yeah, I thought the boys played pretty hard. First period came out strong, something we were talking about all week. I think the first few games we kind of sat back in the first and let the visiting teams come take to us. But I was happy to see the boys come out, get 3 goals pretty quick there, and then cruise through the first period. Second period we hit a little bit of a lull. I think that's something that's been pretty prevalent through the first few games again. So something we got to correct. Came back with a hard third period. So I really overall like the compete level from the boys. I think that's the biggest turnover from last year. Everybody's out there to win, and they're out there for each other. So happy to see that.
Why do you think it is to have that second period lull?
It's something we're trying to figure out as a staff right now, whether it's too loose in the locker room, too tight in the locker room. Something we got to work through. I think it's also growing pains with a young team. Obviously, I don't want to use that as an excuse, but a lot of guys haven't been in these situations before on this level. So I think that's going to be on us as a staff to just make sure everybody's prepared week in and week out. That way, we don't feel anything that second period. We just keep rolling.
And then with the team of new guys this season, how do you think they're all progressing from week 1 to where you're at right now?
I think it's been night and day since training camp. I'm happy to see a lot of the guys who are maybe at the bottom developing into nice depth players so far, and even our high-end guys. I think there's room for them to grow, get better in the defensive zone. But I gotta love what I'm seeing so far from everybody. Like I said before, the compete level and just the willingness to get better. That's what's most important to us.
And then final thing, biggest keys for tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night we got to come out strong. We got to play a strong 60 minutes. I know it sounds like coach talk, but we got to go from minute 1 to minute 60, same level. To keep it disciplined, get pucks deep, get pucks out, simple stuff.
Alrighty, thank you.
Thank you.